Hey kids, just doing a quick video of your problem for today. So it's called Juice, and it's another Mars task. And like I like these Mars tasks because you get to do a number of little things in it. And I'm gonna kind of walk you along with this one. But this one's kind of like a bit of a puzzle problem. I mean, all of math I think has like some kind of component where you're like that's kind of like a puzzle problem. Like what do we know, what don't we know? And what I like about this problem, this one's all about like looking at three statements, which you see right here and making sense of how we know something from those three statements. So this problem gives you a chance to solve a contextualized problem. I like how they always do it at the top. It's like a contextualized problem. Like if somehow you were going to have all of this glasses and juice and you were going to somehow have to figure out how big they were. Probably doesn't happen very often, but in math, it happens. But it is fun. I think it's fun because I'm a math teacher. Right, here we go. There are small glasses right here. That's pretty clear. Large glasses, the bigger glasses and jugs are filled with juice, right? And what we're going to do is we're going to give these assignments. We're going to give them kind of letters. So we're going to say the small glass of juice. We're going to give that a little s. We're going to call this S amount of juice, like a lowercase s, right? And for the large juice, we're going to give that one an L, and we're going to say this is a large juice. And this is our basically just our giving it a variable. The S stands for small glass, the L stands for large glass, and then we're going to have juice. And let's do what color juice? Let's do purple for juice. This is a jug. Oh, actually, it's jug, not juice. It's a large jug or a jug. So this is the biggest one. So we're going to call that J. So we have three variables. We don't know what fits in them. Like this is a variable because we're not sure how big it is, right? So J stands for something we don't know, right? So when we assign variables, so I'm just going to write this down. This is called assigning variables. And I want you don't have to write that down. I just want you to learn from it. We are assigning, okay, and that is an N, assigning variables, okay? Now, why we're doing that is because I want you to take these statements and turn them, or I'm going to show you how to take these statements and turn them into expressions or equations, actually. So what we're going to do is look at the first one. So let's go to the red. I like the red for first one because we're talking about small glasses. So 4 small glasses contain a total of 20 ounces of juice. Okay, so a couple keywords. First of all, we know there are 4 small glasses. We also know that they contain a total of 20 ounces, right? Those two things are really important. So what we're going to do is write an expression for that. And our expression for that is going to be 4 times S equals 20 ounces, right? And the idea here is that 4S, or 4 times S, means that we have 4 glasses that will give us 20 ounces. So we can start to figure that out, like 4 times what equals 20. And another way to write that would be if I went like this. I could also say, well, and it's just one more way. I could say, I think I'm going to run out of room, but I could say S plus S plus S plus S equals 20. So in this case, what's going on is I'm trying to take that statement and figure out how much of the juice fits in here. So what I'm looking for is how much juice can I put into a small glass? And that's what I'm trying to figure out right here. Now I'm going to switch to my orange, and we're going to talk about the second statement. So the second statement says 1 small glass, 1 large glass, and 1 jug contain a total of 33 ounces of juice. Ooh, that one includes all of this. It includes a large glass, which I'm making orange. It includes a small glass, which I'm going to call red, right? 1 small glass. Oh, that's not red, is it? Maybe. And then it includes a jug, which I'm going to call purple. All right, 1 jug contain a total of 33 ounces. I'm going to let that one be for a second. I'm going to come back to that because that includes all 3 of our variables. So what we could say on that one is we could say, well, let's look at this. A small glass, that's S, right? Plus 1 large glass, that's our L, right? Plus 1 jug, that's our J. So we've got 3 different variables, all of them carrying different amounts, would equal, because remember we said it's a total of 33 ounces, would equal 33. So now we know that what 4 small glasses equal, but now we're saying 1 small, 1 large, 1 jug equals 33. Okay, so we'll come back to that one because that one doesn't really give us any answers yet. Now let's talk about the third one. 2 small glasses and 2 large glasses. So I'm going to underline this in red. I'm going to underline the large glasses in orange. 2 large glasses contain a total of 26 ounces of juice. Okay, so we've got another thing. So 26 ounces. I'm going to write an equation for that. These two things hold this much. So we're going to say 2 times S, or 2S, plus 2 times, I'm putting a dot there to represent times, equals 26. Now, in this case, we know that the S, in all these cases, we know the S is the red. So the S, in every one of these cases, these S's are all going to be worth the same amount. So if I know, oh, that one was a little poor. Let me fix that. We know that if we can find out how much this is from the first one, we can then plug that number in for each of these, right? We know this is 2 glasses and this is 1 glass. And if we can find out what L is, we can change all of these big L's, right? This L and this L will also be the same because they're not changing. The amount is the same. So the question is, can you take these expressions and figure out how much is held in a small glass? And then maybe with the bottom one down here, can you figure out how much is held in every large glass, right? So we want to know basically what each of these holds. And if we figure those out, then we move along and say, how much does a jug hold, right? And that's where these kind of problems are kind of interesting, because now what I'm showing you is how you write an expression for it, but you don't need that. You could actually just figure it out like step by step. I hope at this point you totally understand how to find that first thing. Like, can you figure out how much fits in the red glass, the small glass? And if you can figure out that one, maybe you can move down to the third one and figure out the large glass. And once again, if you figure that out, maybe you can figure out what the jug stands for, right? And the last one right here, we got to go to purple. We got to go right here. We got to say purple. This is our purple one, our big jug. And in the end, all 3 of those numbers should add up to 33. The small, the large, and the jug should equal 33 ounces. And that's how you kind of take this problem and kind of do a puzzle out of it. You know, you put together the pieces. I want to show you, and I hope there's a couple questions to go with this that I kind of lead you along, like how many ounces, this is basically it, how many ounces fit in the small glass, how many ounces fit in the large glass, and what is the total amount of juice contained in 4 small glasses, 2 large glasses, and 1 jug. Explain how you figured it out. So this problem is just getting into kind of the expressions and starting to break down how much would S be, how much would L be. All right. Have fun with this one. It shouldn't take you too long. I'm saying like 15 minutes for this problem, if that. All right. Good luck. I'll see you guys in a little bit.